Good day everyone. I am Munira Jengti Sahijan from Study Hub 4. So for our objectives, we the students of PED 1 under Study Hub 4 should define human development and other terms related in the study of the child and adolescence, such as developmental process, periods of development, developmental theories, nature versus nurture, and continuity versus discontinuity.
Good day to each and everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about the child development is about the rhythm and meaning of children's lives, about turning mystery into understanding, and about weaving together a portrait of who each of us was, is, and will be. The modern era of studying children has a history that spans a little more than a century. This era begins with some important developments that evolved into a sophisticated science. In fact, a number of psychological theories, along with techniques and methods of the studies, help organize our thinking about children's development according to Learner's 2002. New knowledge about children based on direct observation and testing is accumulating in a breathtaking space.
Good day everyone, my name is Teresa Escapari and I'm going to discuss about development process. Development process means the way a person or something grows and changes over time. It does not happen all at once. It happens slowly, step by step until it becomes better. So let me explain the main point of this process. First, development process means growth and change. It shows improvements from before. Like for example, a child who used to crawl can now walk, run, and write. That is growth and change. So the next one is development happens step by step. It does not just jump right away to the final state. Like for example, before a child can walk, they must first crawl, stand, and then walk. That is step-by-step development. Third development is continuous. It does not stop even when we grow older. We will still develop by learning new skills and gaining more experience. Fourth development happens in different aspects. This includes the body, the mind, the emotion, how we interact with others, and knowing right from wrong. All of these grow together as part of the process. So now lastly, the goal of development is improvement. That is the goal of development. The reason for all of these changes is to make a person better, stronger, smarter, and more responsible. So in conclusion, the development process is about growth and change that happens step by step, continuously, and in different aspects of life. The main goal is always improvement to become better than before. So that's all for the development process. Thank you.
Good day everyone! Today, I will discuss the periods of development. These stages are important because they show how a person's grow physically, emotionally, socially, and mentally, from conception up to adolescence. Prenatal period is the first, which is the conception to birth. The prenatal period begins at the conception and continues until birth. During this stage, the basic baby are formed. It is considered a very critical stage. Why? Because the mother's health, nutrition, and lifestyle directly affect the development of the child. Proper care during pregnancy is more important and very, very important to ensure a healthy baby. So let's move on to the infancy. From birth to 2 years. Infancy is a stage of rapid growth and development. Babies learn basic physical skills such as crawling, walking, and holding some object. They also begin to speak simple words like mama and papa and show their emotions. Building a strong attachment with parents or caregivers during this stage is the most important for the child's emotional security and overall development. We also have the third, which is the early childhood from 2 years to 6 years. Early childhood is also known as the preschool years. Children in this stage develop motor skills like running, jumping, and drawing. They also improve their use of language, imaginations, and problem solving. Social interaction becomes more noticeable as the children learn to play and communicate with other kids. So for the fourth period, we have the middle and late childhood from 6 years to 12 years. This stage is also referred as the elementary school years from grade 1 to grade 6. Children at this age start to think more logically and are able to understand the roles and responsibilities. They learn academic skills such as reading, writing, and mathematics. They also develop teamwork and discipline while beginning to compare themselves with others, which helps shape their self-concept. As for our last periods of development, which is the adolescence, from 12 years to 18 years, like me, I am 18 years old. Adolescence is the transition period from childhood to adulthood. This is marked by puberty, which brings physical changes such as growth, sparks, voice changes, and menstruation. During this stage, teenagers search for their own identity and independence. Peer groups play a strong role in shaping their attitude, behaviors, and values. So that's all for the periods of development. Thanks for listening.
Child development is the process of biological, psychological, and emotional changes of human between birth and the end of the adolescence. This is divided into four main areas, which is cognitive development, motor skills, language and communication, and lastly, emotional growth. This help humans how to deal with their own perspective, how do they understand the aspects of the world, and how do they know what are they doing, if they are doing the right thing or the wrong thing. Because as we grew older, we have lots of challenges in our life that would come. We must understand each challenges and put it in our minds and heart. We must do the right thing. Always remember that, because in child development, it helps us to solve the mysteries from the past. It helps us to uncover the mysteries of our lives. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, my name is Melvina F. Kadir, and now I will discuss the nature versus nurture and continuity versus discontinuity. Nature versus nurture. This debate revolves around whether human behavior is primarily influenced by genetics or environment factors. Think of it like, are you born with certain traits or do you develop them based on your experience? Some argue genetics play a significant role in shaping our personalities, intelligence, and behaviors. Others claim that our environment, upbringing, and life experience have a more profound impact. Nurture refers to the genetic factors that influence our traits, behaviors, and abilities. That includes genetics, heredity, innate abilities. Nature refers to the environmental factors that shape our traits, behaviors, and abilities. That includes upbringing, experience, and learning. Continuity versus discontinuity. This debate focuses on human development and whether it occurs gradually or distinct stage. Think of it like, do we develop smoothly over time, sudden significant leaps? Some theories like behaviorism suggest that development is a continuous process shaped by our interaction with the environment. Continuity emphasizes the role of learning and experience in shaping development. Discontinuity highlights the importance of the cognitive, social, or emotional milestones.